like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion, like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And all those things I didn't say were wrecking balls inside my brain. I will scream loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now. I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me.
Hello, I'm Cassia Faye Hayden. Welcome to my channel. I apologize that I haven't posted any crazy cat mom videos in a while, in like a couple of weeks. I didn't die, I swear. And you know, I wasn't avoiding doing the videos. It's just I haven't gotten around to it because I had a lot going on the last 2 weeks. So first of all, my dog had been like a complete and total nightmare, and I couldn't take it anymore. I'd been planning on rehoming him. I'd posted to rehome him, and you know, somehow he must have like understood that he was getting rehomed, so instead of getting better, he actually got worse. So I wasn't getting enough sleep, and I wasn't able to have any mental stability because of him. And you know, it got to a point where I couldn't leave the house at all without being in fear of my kittens being in danger from him, because he would let himself out of his cage, and I literally had to lock the kittens in a stroller in order to keep him from eating them. So yeah, he had to go. That was part of the issue of why I didn't get anything really done last week, the last 2 weeks when it comes to videos. Another reason is because I was dealing with stuff with Social Security. I had switched my banks, and for some reason Social Security got one number wrong on my new bank account number. So my payment was sent, but then it was rejected because it was the wrong number and sent back. And so I mean, when I got my second check and I didn't get my first check, I knew something was wrong. Obviously, I was like, what the heck? Clearly this isn't right. Clearly there is something wrong. I need to get this fixed. So I went there, found out, yeah, that's exactly what happened. They sent the payment back. I wasn't going to get paid until it was resent and fixed. So we fixed it, and then I just had to wait a whole week to get paid while I'm freaking out about whether or not I'm gonna get my bills paid on time, my lot rent paid on time, and so on and so forth. I paid what I could with my other check, but you know, still I needed my big check in order to pay the rest, my lot rent and my phone bill. So you know, you only have so much to work with. So that was an issue that really had me stressed and worried and trying to get a handle on also last week. You know, just stuff piling up between those two things. And then one last thing, I'm sure you noticed my hair is now red, and I love it. However, I had kind of like an allergic reaction to the dye, and I don't know if it's a true allergic reaction or what, but I've never had this happen before, and the box did say it's a new formula, and it was only the blonde dye that I have to use to get it to lighten to take the red. And when I have my hair down, you'll see why I like it red. It doesn't look as good when it's up, but when it's down, it looks really nice, and it makes me feel very pretty and more confident. And of course, Sam couldn't care less whether my hair is red or brown, or, I mean, it could be indigo, and he wouldn't give a shit, because he loves me. But I don't do it for him. I do it because it makes me feel good. So you know he's been trying to encourage me all week, telling me it looked fine, because when I first dyed it, and it's probably still is, the bottom is way darker than the top. I've been trying to wear a hat to like get the length lightened, but the top left alone, from sun bleaching. But hi, Cherubim. But so there's that. But the issue with the hair dye is, like, it burned my scalp. Like the blonde dye burned my scalp, and it made my face really swollen, and my hands and my feet really swollen, and I felt really weak and like dizzy and nauseous, and like there was just something seriously not right with me from that hair dye. And it literally like fried my head. It like my head, like 2-3 days later, was one big scab underneath my hair, and it was gross and really uncomfortable. And then my hair's like flaking scabs. It was super gross. But hopefully, if I try a different brand than I normally use, maybe it'll be different next time. I hope. Let me know in the comments if you have had problems like that with hair dye, and if changing it to a different brand fixed it. And like I said, I didn't have any problems with the red, putting in the red. It felt like the normal tingly burn that hair dye is supposed to feel like. Not it feels like my head is on fire. I want to get this off as soon as I can. When is the timer gonna beep? I feel like I'm dying, and like I literally felt like my head was on fire, and it was bad. And a couple days later, when I discovered that my whole head was scabs, I realized that it was not just in my head, that it literally was something seriously wrong. But so those are the reasons. Those 3 reasons are why I haven't gotten a kitten video out to you guys. The kittens are doing really well. This week, Cherubim is gonna be 9 weeks old, so he's already on the floor. He comes up and down on and off the couch on his own whenever he wants. He's really good at it. He climbs up, he jumps down, he runs around. He's a really good runner. When he sees me walking through, he's smart enough to hide under something to make sure I don't accidentally step on him. I did once while I was bringing stuff in from outside, because I needed to switch over my winter clothes to my summer clothes, and he was curious, so and I didn't see him because I was carrying a box, so I can't see my feet under the box, so accidentally, thankfully he's okay. But it scared the shit out of me, and he forgave me right away, but I was holding him for hours freaking out. But anyway, I'm sure you guys want to see them. So here's my 9-week-old Cherubim, and he's such a cutie. He's a cutie bun. He's so fluffy. Yes, I love him. Yes, I know you were going to spell the eat. He loves eating from his auntie. He is eating some of the soups, the kitty soups that I bought, but he will not eat meat yet, and I don't understand why. He won't eat kibble yet. I know eventually he will wean off, but I guess it's a good thing I plan on keeping him, because if I were trying to rehome him, that would be a problem, because you know, they got to be able to eat on their own, because we can't have them starving themselves to death because they prefer milk. So, I mean, you know, being able to keep him, it's going to make it a lot easier for him to wean on his own time. And yeah. And then, so I believe, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember now, and I don't remember, so I'm going to look it up real quick. I don't remember how much younger the other kittens are compared to him, so I'm going to look it up real quick on my last video. I'm sure you guys probably know if you watched my last video. I don't know why my phone's got to always be so slow. Okay. New channel. Videos. Okay, he was 6 weeks. And they were 4 weeks. Okay, so if they were 4 weeks, that means they're like 2 weeks behind him. So that would make them about 7 weeks. Actually, 7 weeks today, I think. Yeah, 7 weeks today. Yeah. So, anyway, so he's 9 weeks on Wednesday. This Wednesday, he'll be 9 weeks. And they are 7 weeks today. So, and they're doing really, really well. Really well. And if you're wondering why I have shit piled up next to me, it's because I have another video that I'm going to do right after this, but it's probably not going to be posted until later, because like until tomorrow, because I just, you know, it takes forever for these videos to post, and I'm kind of doing it late in the day as it is. So first I gotta edit, and then I gotta upload it, and it takes forever to upload. Alrighty, come here, baby. And here is Bless. Isn't she beautiful? They're all doing really well. Their eyes still are getting gooey and crusty, so I am having to clean their eyes a lot still, but you know, that'll eventually get better and go away. It's a thing that happens with kittens sometimes, if they're just picking at their eyes a lot, trying to clean themselves, because they don't really know how to clean their face without using their claws sometimes, so they just accidentally do that. Okay. There you go, honey. There you go. I know. Was you meow-meowing for me today? She was meow-meowing for me today because I was doing stuff. Yeah. So this is Faith. See her eyes all crusty right there. But it's okay. It'll get better. And apparently Callie wants to help. What a good little helper Callie is. Yeah, we should tell Callie Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, Happy Mother's Day, Callie. Yeah, is your baby boy with your sister? Yeah. Go the other way, honey. Yeah. There you go. I don't want you to knock stuff down, okay? Be careful. Good girl. Oh, now he wants down because he saw his mom. That's so sweet. Alright, and then we have, I'm going to steal them real quick. I hate to pull them away when they're eating, though. I know. Then we have sweet little Seraphim. I did discover, shockingly, he has blue eyes. I mean, he does have Siamese in him. His, all the boys have Siamese in them. So it's not that shocking, but a black cat with blue eyes is really, 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 really rare, because blue eyes is a very recessive trait in all living things. And black hair being, very dominant, blue eyes with black hair is not a very common mix. And then we have, oh, I know, sweet little Prayer. See, even his eyes are starting to get crusty now. I'm sorry I took you away from your mom. Here, I'll put you back with her. There you go. There she is. Go eat. And a happy Mother's Day to Spell. Yes, happy Mother's Day, beautiful. Yeah, taking care of your babies. Such a good mommy you are. Yeah, you are a beautiful girl. Yeah, good girl. Happy Mother's Day. Yeah. So, they're all doing really good. Obviously, Prayer is the healthiest because he likes food. He's a little eater, that one. But they're all doing really good. They're all very active. They don't even stay in the bassinet anymore. So I've given up on putting them in the bassinet. They now officially all sleep in my bed with me, which scares the crap out of me because I'm worried that they're going to climb on me and I'm going to roll on them. But they will not stay in their bassinet. They will climb out to climb on me. So safer for them to not have to climb out of the bassinet and possibly drop to the floor and crack their head open, or otherwise get really hurt. So I'd rather just put them in there and try my best to avoid rolling on them. Thankfully, I sleep with a pillow between my knees, so I don't roll all that much anymore. My RLS seems to keep under control a little bit. Less restless leg syndrome keeps under control a little bit more when I have that pillow between my knees. So thankfully, I'm able to keep them safe more without rolling on them. With them being in my bed. But anyway, that's all I've got for you today, because I've just got the 5 kittens, and they're doing well and they're happy. And I had Faith freaking out earlier today, just freaking out, just like my daughter did, Avea, when she was a baby. Like, if you're a parent, that you've been through this. You put your baby down and it starts screaming to be picked up. The minute you put it down, you grab it thinking that it needs something. The minute you pick it up, it starts calming down because all it wanted was to be picked up. Well, Faith was doing that same thing all day today while I was putting a shelf together that I bought. For my kitchen, because I need shelving in there like bad. About as bad as I need my roof fixed. So I was putting the shelf together and she was freaking out. Every time I walked away from the couch, she would freak out because they don't know how to get up and down from the couch yet. Only Cherubim knows how to do that. But the other ones, they don't yet. They're not as dexterous yet with their paws. They still got like kitten fat keeping their paws from being able to do stuff. So so they can't really get on and off of the couch like they would like. So she's freaking out. Every time I get up, she freaks out. Every time I come back to the couch, she calms down. after a couple of times of this, I figured it out. I was like, she's doing the same thing Avea used to do when she was a baby. She's like, I want your attention now. Get back over here. I want your attention now. It's cute and it's sweet, but until you figure it out, not a whole lot gets done. But anyway, you know, that's all I've got for you guys this week with the kitten video. And happy Mother's Day. I guess it was just convenient that I ended up doing it today, because I wanted to do it on Friday and I ended up not doing it because the most important thing on Friday to get done on my list of things to do was bringing in my summer clothes, and it took all day. So at least it's done. So I didn't get the video done, and I didn't get the video done yesterday because I went to see Sam yesterday, because finally I can leave the house and not worry about the cats being safe. However, I was gonna spend the night, and I ended up not spending the night because I forgot to turn off the AC before I left, and it was supposed to get really cold out last night. So I come home. To me, it felt warm enough, but all the kittens were shivering, so it was a really good thing that Sam brought me home instead of having me spend the night, because they probably would have gotten really sick if I didn't come home and turn on all the heaters and get them warmed up. Hi, Prayer. Hi, buddy. He's a cutie. But so I guess it was just kismet that I ended up doing the cat mom video on Mother's Day. Oh, hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. My Cherubim. You're sweet Cherubim. You're sweet Seraphim. So anyway, before I sign off, before I shut down the video, I wanted to tell you guys happy Mother's Day. I hope you guys all have a beautiful Mother's Day. And I never really been celebrated much on Mother's Day, but it never really mattered much to me. Well, it did when my daughter was like 5, and then it stopped mattering so much to me, because I figured out that it was never gonna happen. But I'm a kitty mom, so I know who my babies are that love me. I know my babies love me. And I'm a good kitty mom. Yeah, I love my little babies, and they're spoiled. Just because you may not have kids of your own, or just because the kids of your own don't really want much to do with you, or are grown up and moved out, or you don't get to see them for whatever reason, you're still a parent. And if you have pets, if you're a loving pet mom like me, you're still a mom, because they're still your babies. If you have pets that, like, they're not really family to you, then it doesn't make you a pet mom. But if you're like me and you love your pets like they're children, like they're your babies, then you're still a mom. So just I'm a cat mom, and there's dog moms, and there's all kinds of sweet kind of pet moms. You just gotta have the love in your heart to love them like they're your kids. Yeah. And not just my kittens, but all of my cats. All of my cats are my babies. They're all very special to me. Very, very special, because they're all unique. But anyway, happy Mother's Day. Have a beautiful day and a beautiful Mother's Day. If you're wondering why I keep itching my nose, it's because it's allergy season and I'm allergic to most outside plants, grass, mildly allergic to cats, and I now have their hair on my nose. I'm also allergic to my feather pillows. And just a lot of stuff in my house. So a lot of stuff outside my house, a lot of stuff in my house. So my nose gets itchy, so don't worry about it. I'm not picking my nose, just my nose gets itchy. But anyway, have a beautiful day, a beautiful Mother's Day. And if no one has told you today, you are enough, you are appreciated, you are needed, and you are loved. And don't let anybody tell you any different. Don't let anybody make you feel any different, because it's true. You're special to me, and I know there's other people out there that are you're special to, you're important to. And always look for the good things in every day. There's always at least one thing. Now, I have a lot of good things in my life that I can look at, every day and be like, well, that was a good thing, because, every day I look around and I have my kitties, and they're a good thing. I message my boyfriend, Sam, and, I know I have him, and he is one of the best things that ever happened to me. So, there's always something, there's always something that's in your life that you can look at, and just one thing in every day. Just try to find one good thing in every day to make even the bad days a little bit brighter, because that's how you get through it. If you let the bad things take over, then what life do you really have, right? We got to live our life to the fullest and be as happy and enjoy it as much as we possibly can. So just keep looking for those little things, those little things in your day that can just brighten your day just a little bit. And if you can find one thing, I bet you can find two things. And if you can find two things, I bet you can find three, and so on and so forth. And there's the good is there. The good is there in every day in everyone's lives, and we just gotta look for it. Are you trying to climb up my back? Are you trying to climb up my back? Yeah, you're a cutie. But anyway, have a beautiful day, and a beautiful Mother's Day, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.